Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy and I'm so happy to see you here today. If you are new to my channel, I am a weeb, I am a nerd, I am a gamer, I am a Twitch streamer, and I love learning new things. And the entire purpose of my channel is for me to broaden my horizons in the realm of music and listen to songs, bands, and artists I have never heard before. And so today we are going to be continuing our Pink Floyd journey, and we have heard a good amount of songs by now, but I know I'm still only scratching the surface. And so today we're going to be continuing our journey by listening to a song called Time. Now, this has been highly requested. I think ever since I started posting my Pink Floyd reactions, people have been wanting me to react to this song. So today we're going to be diving into it. And of course, I'm so excited. So just a little disclaimer before we begin, I am not a musically savvy person. So if I say something that is musically incorrect, please be sure to correct me in the comments, but also please be nice. I am learning and I have learned a lot through y'all's comments, so I really appreciate them. So I thank you again for watching and teaching me and for your patience. And so without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Okay, so today we're going to be listening to the studio version of Time, and this is the 2011 remastered version. So let's just get started. Starting off with some clocks. Sounds like a heartbeat. Sounds very lullaby-y. Speeding up.
Taking away the moments that make up a dull day. Fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way.
Ooh.
Picking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
Wow.
When you run to catch up with the sun when it's sinking,
Oh my God.
racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find the time. Plans that neither come to naught, or half a page of scribbled lines. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say.
The backup vocals, beautiful. Also David's voice is just amazing.
Home again.
Home again.
I like to be here when I can. When I come home, cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field, the tolling of the iron bell calls the faithful to their knees. You hear the softly spoken magic spell.
My gosh. I could just picture everything that he was singing in my head. Like, I could just picture the scenes that he was painting. I could see myself or even somebody else in their hometown walking down the streets, coming home every now and then. Haven't we all done that? Yeah. Their songs are just so relevant and so touching and beautiful, and they just talk about such deep topics, such as time and how limited it is. You know, this was my first time hearing David sing in the studio version of the song, because the first time I listened to a studio version Pink Floyd song, it was The Great Gig in the Sky, and he was not obviously singing in that. And so I'm really happy to finally hear him sing in the studio, because wow, does he have an amazing voice. Like, he obviously has an amazing voice in the live performances, but I feel like the studio version kind of captures it in a different way that I don't really hear in the live version. I mean, he brought me to tears in the live versions of any song that I've seen from Pink Floyd, especially the Pulse concert. I mean, you guys have seen me crying time and time again to Pink Floyd, but something about the studio version, I'm just able to capture a different David than, you know, like a younger David than an older David. And I think I love both versions of his voice, but it's really cool to finally hear him sing, I guess, what you guys heard back in the day when you first heard Pink Floyd for the first time, or what you were listening to on the records back then. It's really refreshing and cool. What a beautiful voice. What a gorgeous voice. So unique. I love it. Okay, so this song obviously is it's very simply titled Time, and for a good reason. That is what they are talking about in this song, and the lyrics really resonated with me. There were so many times where I just had my heart fluttering and I was holding my breath, because just what they were saying is so powerful. The lyrics are they just resonate you. They should resonate with any human, because it's true. All of a sudden, like, life can go by so quickly and you have no idea how or why or when. Sometimes we always get caught up in the fast-paced rat race that is life. So to have a song ground you and give you perspective is always so special. I mean, every single Pink Floyd song I feel like has a really human, deep message that everybody should hear. And this is obviously no exception. I mean, I believe the main message here is you gotta live day by day, moment by moment in the present, and the past is the past, and there's nothing you can really do about that, but try to take advantage of what you have, of what time you have on this earth, as a lot of people don't. A lot of people think they have a lot of time and maybe they don't. And same goes with your loved ones, or same goes with your friends, or anything like that. It's so haunting, but beautiful at the same time, but also just very practical and realistic. I can appreciate Pink Floyd for just grounding me and giving me perspective and kind of humbling me in a way. Their music is humbling. Sometimes we think we are invincible, or sometimes we think we have an abundance of time, and maybe we do, and maybe we don't. We don't know. And Pink Floyd is just reminding me time and time again what it means to be human. And we all have different stories and we all have different walks of life. And I can appreciate them using music as a way to unify us in a way. They're unifying us through their music and through their messages. And that is so powerful. They don't, there's no music like this anymore. At least not that I know of. If you guys know of any modern artists that are anything similar or like Pink Floyd, I would love to know, but I've never heard anything like this. I've never heard anything like Pink Floyd has put out, and it's so impressive to me. And as someone who is a pensive, empathetic person, their music really resonates and touches me in so many ways that I've never expected. And this song made me choke up. It made me feel like, yes, this is something I need to hear, but it also makes me sad, but it grounds me too. And it's just a reminder, hey, we're all human and we're all in this together. And the one line where he mentions, like, someday you'll find that 10 years have gone behind you. And, I'm a relatively young person, but even I have experienced that. It's 2024 now, and I feel like 2014 was just yesterday. It's crazy how fast time goes, especially the older you get. And it is true. I remember feeling like days would go by so slow and time was so slow when I was, in kindergarten or first grade. And now, I'm an adult and a grown woman. And it's so true. You get caught up in life. You get caught up in adulting. Life gets overwhelming, life gets insane, and we lose touch at the end of the day. And everyone goes through that. It's very easy. Life is busy, especially in today's society. I've made really good memories from the past 10 years, but it's so true that one day you realize 10 years have just gone behind you, and it's like, oh my gosh, is this going to happen all the time? Am I going to be experiencing this for the rest of my life, realizing that 10 years have just gone behind me, and I'm, going through this life really busy, and I'm not really soaking as much in as I could. And I feel like this song is just a really good reminder to soak it up, soak it up and take your time and live in the present. Do that one thing that you're hoping to do. Call that one person you're hoping to get in contact with, or go for that opportunity that you might be nervous about. I mean, life's too short to not take risks like that or not to put yourself out there. So I think Pink Floyd is very encouraging. They can sometimes be haunting and scary and maybe sad, but they're also encouraging at the end of the day. They made these songs for a reason, and it makes me love them even more just to know how personable and human they are. Like sometimes I feel like we see celebrities as not humans, like kind of, I don't know, above the average person. But to me, like they are absolutely talented and they deserve all the fame that they have received from their works. But to me, they seem so grounded and human, and I appreciate the music that they have given you, given me, given the world, because it's just something we need. We all need their music, and I didn't realize I needed their music until I started listening to them. They have provided me such a space to express myself and to let things out that I didn't know needed to be let out. So enough about the messaging. Let me just get on with the actual music. I talked about the lyrics a little bit. The lyrics are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. I love the lyrics. Love the lyrics. And yes, they are haunting and they resonate with you, but they are just beautifully sung and said, and it's just really powerful. The actual clocks at the beginning, they grab your attention. You're like, okay, wow. You're hearing not only just alarm clocks, but just all sorts of clocks. And to me, I don't know if I'm maybe digging deep into it, but I feel like those different clocks that you hear at the beginning, they could maybe represent different people or different timelines, and how we are all going through time together, maybe just at different speeds or at different frequencies, if that makes sense. That's just the thinker in me thinking about maybe what they're trying to represent there. But again, the song is called Time, so I don't know if they just included clocks in there to be more literal. But to me, again, it just represented how we were all going through time together. And I don't know, I could be an alarm clock. Someone else could be like a clock tower and the bells are ringing or something like that. And we are all going through it just at maybe different paces or different frequencies. And then you hear the and that grabbed my attention as well. I was like, I really like that part. I don't know. That's the part that really grounded you. It's like, okay, you are now in this experience. You are now going to sit down and listen to this song. We're now going to take you on a journey, and we're now going to relay this message for you. And now it's time to listen. And then you hear sort of like a loud, I don't even know what to even call it, but a ominous sort of low booming sound at the beginning. And then you're like, okay, what's going to happen now? And out of nowhere, they start playing, and I hear David's beautiful voice singing to me, and I really, really love his voice. I think his voice is absolutely beautiful. Oh, hi, Yu. I think Yu likes his voice too. Hi. I absolutely, of course, really love the solo, of course. Like, gosh, David's solos are just out of this world. Haven't heard anything like that. And growing up, you hear a guitar solo and you're just like, okay, it's a guitar solo. But David, oh my gosh, just the epitome of a guitar solo, just means so much more when he does it. It's so crazy. I've never felt this way about any guitar solo ever. And he just makes it, just so rich and beautiful. It always has meaning and emotion behind it. And I love that. I love it so much. And then after this guitar solo, they had this really beautiful transition to a slower vibe beat. It's hard for me to describe what I'm hearing because I don't have a musical background, but I really love that transition after the solo into the next part of the song. It was probably one of my favorite parts of the song, honestly. This was just a beautiful composition all around, and just a beautiful story, beautiful message. And I could just picture everything that he was singing, and I could either place myself in the picture, or I could place other people in the picture. I could picture David walking through his hometown, wherever that is. And it's just wonderful how this song takes you through a journey, a place, an adventure, but also gives you an amazing meaning and something to take after. It's a song you can't forget, and it's timeless, absolutely beautiful. And so many beautiful lyrics that will resonate with you forever. Like, I think it's a perfect song. Seriously, it's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Time is such a interesting topic to talk about. It's not easy to sing about, to say the least, but I think they did it flawlessly. And they captured the essence of time, and they captured what it's like to be a human in this whirlwind of time, this nonstop ticking of time that just keeps going. It doesn't pause for anybody. It doesn't pause for me, doesn't pause for you, doesn't pause for them. And that's the scary part. Time just keeps going, and we're just on a hamster wheel, aren't we? But at the same time, it is a beautiful thing, and you always have to just, again, soak it in. I'm even guilty of that. I need to be better at doing that as well. So let's make a promise to each other to do that. Yeah? Let's do that. Okay, guys, I think that will do it for today's reaction. Thank you again so much for watching. If you guys liked my reaction and you like my content, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are interested in some of my other content, please be sure to check out the links in the description box. If you guys are interested in seeing me live on Twitch, I am live right now at twitch.tv/StaceyRPG, where you can see moments like this.
I only wanted a persimmon.
She wanted a persimmon? Aww. Wait, that's really cute, actually. Someone give her a persimmon. The link to my Twitch is also in the description box. And one big, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys so much for your contributions to my community. It really means the world to me. You guys are helping me get one step closer to maybe, hopefully, possibly becoming a full-time content creator and quitting my full-time desk job. So I really appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for helping me make my dreams come true. So guys, I will see you in the next video, and remember to soak it in. Take care.